Another day, another allegation, it looks like. Hello guys and welcome back to another video. Happy Thanksgiving if you celebrate that, because I know I do. Getting ready for a good family day with a whole bunch of food. But it looks like before that, in honor of Thanksgiving itself, it's time to dive into some allegations. I'm just kidding, it's kind of sad that we have to talk about allegations on Thanksgiving, but you know, here we are. So if you guys are not aware, recently allegations came out earlier today at around like 2 or 3 a.m. against NBA player Josh Giddey. And I just have to say right now, these allegations were pretty fucking damning. Now, as far as what I'm seeing here, because I don't really keep up on the NBA or any of its games or anything like that, or the players, this guy plays for Oklahoma City Thunder, and he actually happens to be really good, especially for the age that he is, which he's 21 years old, and apparently he happens to be from Australia too. In my opinion, it would just be sad to see somebody with this much potential and someone being this good at the game, someone who most likely would become a Hall of Famer, just potentially go down this route of doing something very disgusting and even illegal. Because if you guys are not aware, a video surfaced on Twitter today under the hashtag Josh Giddey did what? And in this video, and there also happens to be some photos too, there's this girl who looks like a teenager, and I'm not really sure which age she is, but it looks like the person who came out about this claims that she is 15, and yeah, if that's true, that's really bad. And Giddey essentially has his arms wrapped around her in one of the images, and man, it's like, I gotta say, this in and of itself is already weird, because this girl, in my opinion, and I'm not gonna show her face because she looks like a minor, guys, she literally looks like a high schooler, and I know that these photos are already around on the internet already, but I'd rather not, you know, spread them around more just in case. Now, there isn't really anything like inappropriate pictures or anything like that, but it's just like, remember, if this girl actually happens to be in high school and she actually happens to be underage and quite frankly a victim, this is definitely going to affect her personal life in one way or another and her mental health, and I'd rather not contribute to that. Unlike the many other people out there who are right now just posting about this and signal boosting it, it's like, man, I really don't care if you do that, and I think you actually should signal boost, like, you know, potentially this guy being like a pedo. I think you should, but I mean, while showing the minor's face, potentially the alleged minor's face, I don't think that's the way to go about it. I don't know how you would go about it, but yeah, you guys get what I mean. Now, the first set of pictures where Josh has his arms around this girl, if you thought that these photos were bad, well, look at this one right here. Now, just from looking at this photo, I mean, this is just fucking terrible, and this is more than damning. Now, I really don't know too much about the text on the screen. I don't know if that's actually like, I don't know, say this girl posted it on her Snapchat or something and she put that on her Snap or whatever, or if it's been photoshopped or something, but still, bro, like, what the hell are we looking at? I'm not too sure if this whole image is just photoshopped or whatnot, and I really do think that we should take this with a grain of salt here, even though this looks like it's real, because you honestly just never know. But like, if this happens to be real, lock them up, throw away the key, because I know this might be photoshopped, but you should not be naked, or even frankly be this close to fucking minors, bro. You should not. Josh Giddey was called out on X, formerly known as Twitter, on Wednesday as leaked footage of him with an allegedly underage girl went viral. The X user shared leaked videos of Giddey with a girl named, and I'm not gonna say her name. If you want this info, I guess look it up, but I'd rather not put it out here. In one video, Giddey can be seen with his arms wrapped around her while he records a video for her brother. There's also a picture, seemingly from Snapchat, where Giddey has wrapped his arms around her neck. The original posts were made by a private Instagram account called OC Beers. And then here's a screenshot of the original tweet that exposed this information to the public, these allegations, which it says, Josh Giddey from the Oklahoma City Thunder with an underage girl. First video, he is talking to her brother. This is disgusting and this man needs to be punished. We can't let this go under the surface any longer. This needs to be seen. Girl is a junior in high school. Now, okay, let's stop for a second here. And for my worldwide viewers here, a junior in high school, the exact age range of like a junior in high school here in the US usually is around 16 to 17 years old. And being a junior in high school would be the 11th grade. And you graduate from high school in 12th grade. And most people turn 18 in 12th grade. And yeah, if this happens to be true, this guy probably would have been like 19 or 20 at the time. And if by any chance at all, he interacted sexually with this girl, that would make him a pedo, first off, and also that would be statutory rape. Now, I'm not a lawyer or anything, but I mean, regardless of that, and the fact that they could add on more charges, getting investigated, convicted, accused of, or even having allegations made against you, with you allegedly being in bed with a minor, someone who is underage, it is a terrible look, regardless if you did it, or if just simply the allegations were made against you, and you didn't do it, and you know that you didn't do it, it's still pretty fucking damning. And I'm not really sure how all this stuff works when it comes down to being like an NBA player and whatnot, and like responding to these sorts of things, but like my man man, you really got to make a response, like real quick. Like you need to consult your lawyers and you need to get something out there right now because this is looking pretty bad. And I really hope you didn't do it. But as more and more things come together, I'm starting to believe that you possibly could have done it because I was doing a little bit of research around TikTok and what people have found and some of the videos that they have made on there. And in this one TikTok, this TikTok user went as far as to going on to Google and he was able to find a little snippet of the yearbook. And apparently on October 10th, 2022, last year's homecoming game for whatever school she went to, this video claims that she was a sophomore princess. And for the people who do not know who a sophomore is a 10th grader. And the age range of a sophomore happens to be 15 to 16 years old. And the allegations are claiming that the person who was in this video with Josh Giddey was a 15-year-old. And this was last year's school year. So if this school year she happens to be a junior and she happens to be what, like 16 years old, it would match up with the allegations. And I'm not saying that these allegations are 100% like confirmed and true, but this just makes this look 10 times worse. And there are starting to be more and more coincidences that make this awfully suspicious. And it's just like, for the sake of this potential minor who could have had this done to them, I really hope that this did not happen. Now, also for some added context, I'm guessing he probably would have been like 19 or 20. That means that this would be a 4 or 5 year age gap. And in this scenario, where they're alleging that this girl was 15 and he was either 19 or 20, this most definitely would make him a pedophile if these are confirmed to be true. Now, of course, like every video when I cover an allegation and it's not 100% confirmed and true, I will be sitting on the fence and I will be taking this with a grain of salt, but it is a really suspicious situation. And hopefully more comes out about this so that we can find out whether or not he actually did this or not. Or maybe he'll make a response and vindicate himself. Now, also this TikTok video, what they talk about in it is that apparently this girl is from California and this allegedly happened in California where the age of consent happens to be 18 years old. The reason why I wanted to bring this up is because I saw a few people over on Twitter trying to justify what allegedly he had done and say, oh, he's not in the wrong. This is totally fine. She was 16 and that's the age of consent or whatever. Like this would be totally legal. Well, no, not in California. And also that doesn't mean that it's morally right in the first place. But yeah, the United States happens to have a few states that have their age of consent at age 18. And some of the states like the state I'm in have the age of consent as 16. You always have to be mindful of things like that. And I feel like that should be something for like younger people, like other minors. I don't think that should be an exception for like an older person, like say like a 20-year-old or any other adult to be able to take advantage of a minor. Like I just don't think that that is right. And for that reason, I think that every state should have their age of consent at 18. And I'm pretty sure the federal age of consent is like 18 anyways, but you know, I don't think that things will ever change. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But yeah, anyways, I've talked about pretty much everything I wanted to talk about in this video. Just one more thing though. Remember, these are allegations until they get fully proven, and do not jump too quickly on situations like these because you could wrongfully accuse somebody of doing something really fucking bad. And if you guys are curious, in my situation where I'm a content creator and this video is probably gonna get like, I don't even know, maybe 1,000 views or something or more, it's gonna get a lot of attention. And it's like, you do not want to be wrong about things like this. You only want to state the facts, because if you spread misinformation or if you slander somebody or honestly just flat out defame somebody, like there could be legal repercussions for that. So yeah, just keep that in mind when making comments about this, because nothing at the time of recording this video has 100% proof that he did this, but there are some really weird coincidences. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you thought that this was a good video, make sure you hit the like button so it gets promoted more in the algorithm so more people will see it. If you're new to the channel and you happen to like the video, make sure you subscribe because I post videos pretty much daily. And I can tell you right now, you will not want to miss out on any of my future content. So yeah, subscribe. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or opinions about anything, make sure you leave a comment down in the comment section down below. And yeah, with that being said, my name is Breone and I will see you in my next video. Peace.
Shit it all.